This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Colorado! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He's got it along the sideline. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He unleashes a long one. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
On the run, it's Hayden. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here comes the noise as this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Williams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Flips it out to the back.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Arizona comes out with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He makes a grab, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Hayden. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Salter. That's caught. It's Hayden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air on second down. A strike downfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll pull it down. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off time, and a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Fafita. The throw. They're working that left side. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Salter. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This quarterback, part of their running game, doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Steps away to find some room. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And the Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Using his legs to buy some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's caught downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but
he's loose. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Under fire. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To throw, it's Salter. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. To the air, it's Salter. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Williams.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2 is quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. looking downfield, it's Salter. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Now adjusting. Running into the open space. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to let one go back to the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Salter. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Fafita. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. They'll give it to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
I tell you what, man, you're up 2 scores, sitting good. Everything about this game looks like it's going your direction in the second half, and you do that, and you go for it, and you stay.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Ball's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.